What makes Steph one of the most dangerous players of all time is the fact that you're going to get it in so many different ways. I'm going to come down to semi-transition. If your pickup point is too low, bang. Mm-hmm. If I come off a high screen pick and roll and your big is not up to touch, bang.
LeBron James has played against almost every all-time great. Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Shaq, Kevin Durant, even Michael Jordan in an exhibition game before entering the NBA. But there's no one he has had to battle more than Steph Curry. They met in 4 straight NBA Finals and traded championships. And during those years, they became friends, then enemies, then friends again. LeBron experienced every version of Steph, from rising star to dynasty leader and then Olympic teammate. Through 20 years, LeBron saw that Steph Curry is built different from anything he had ever seen. And the story of how LeBron reached that conclusion began long before either of them shared an NBA Finals stage. Most people think LeBron's respect for Steph Curry began during those legendary Finals battles, but it had begun way earlier than that. It began in 2008 when 10th seed Davidson College, who weren't supposed to be known, suddenly became entertaining. Game after game, one skinny guard kept doing the impossible. Then came Davidson's Sweet 16 matchup against Wisconsin. LeBron was in attendance as Curry exploded for 33 points and knocked down 6 three-pointers.
The crossover, can't shake Ferguson. He'll put it off the glass, Stephen Curry adjusts, puts 56 on the board and impresses everybody, but more so, that man right there, LeBron James. But Rossiter gets the rebound. It never touched the rim. Curry with the 3. Oh! Stephen Curry lights it up. LeBron's impressed with what he sees. 42 points, 2 away from tying a career high.
By the end of the game, LeBron wasn't talking about an exciting college scorer anymore.
Yeah, Stephen Curry. Yeah.
You think he'll be good in the league?
I think so. I think he knows how to play the game of basketball. Of course, being the son of a former NBA player, Dale Curry, he was taught well how to play the game of basketball. So he has the talent.
Quick as hell.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I was impressed.
Years later, LeBron reflected on that tournament and explained exactly what caught his attention. He talked about a kid who didn't care how big someone was or how fast or strong. This kid just played basketball. And maybe LeBron recognized something familiar. After all, he knew what it felt like to carry enormous expectations while everyone looked for reasons you couldn't succeed. The difference was that Steph wasn't fighting expectations. He was fighting doubt. Still, LeBron saw something almost everyone else missed. Ironically, their connection had actually started years before either of them touched a basketball. LeBron James and Stephen Curry were both born in the very same hospital, Akron City Hospital, separated by just over 3 years. So when Golden State traveled to Cleveland during Steph's rookie season, it wasn't just another road game. It was Steph's first NBA trip back to Akron since he had been born. The night before the game, LeBron invited the rookie over to his house. The two spent the evening hanging out in LeBron's basement, bowling while a young Bronny and Bryce ran around the house. The following evening, they faced each other for the first time in the NBA. LeBron finished with 31 points and 12 assists as Cleveland won the game. Steph quietly put together 14 points and 7 assists in the loss. It wasn't much, but the stage had been set. However, at the time, Steph was playing on a struggling Warriors team, plus he was battling injuries. Today, it's easy to forget how close Steph's career could have easily ended like Blake Griffin. It started with one ankle sprain, then another and another, until every awkward landing became a reason for Warriors fans to hold their breath. By 2011, Curry underwent surgery to repair torn ligaments in his right ankle. Instead of solving the problem, the injuries only became more frustrating. During the shortened 2011-12 season, he played just 26 games. 5 more ankle sprains followed, and then another surgery. At that point, even the Warriors reportedly explored trading Steph while trying to acquire Andrew Bogut. Milwaukee was interested until they looked at Curry's medical reports. They backed away. Just imagine that. The Bucks rejected the greatest shooter on earth. That's who Curry was. It would take years of training before Curry's body cooperated. Hours doing balance drills repeatedly to help strengthen tiny muscles most fans have never heard of. That's what it took. And then came one of the biggest decisions in Warriors history. Instead of giving up on Curry, Golden State offered him a 4-year, $44 million extension. Today, that contract is remembered as one of the greatest bargains in NBA history. But back then, it was a huge risk. Golden State was betting on what Curry might still become. And once the injury stopped, everything LeBron James had seen back in 2008 suddenly began appearing in the NBA. Only now, it was even more dangerous than he had imagined. By 2015, LeBron James was no longer watching Steph Curry from the sidelines. Now, he had to stop him for 4 straight NBA Finals, 22 Finals games, and hundreds of possessions. Reporters asked LeBron how he could stop Curry, and he said this.
How do you slow him down?
Same way you slow me down. You can't.
LeBron had spent his entire career forcing defenses to change, so he understood what it felt like to be at the center of every scouting report. But Steph came along and changed the rules, and he didn't do it with just his shooting. Hear what LeBron said here.
The ball is not the problem with Steph Curry. He's the fucking problem. Steph is most dangerous when he doesn't have the ball, which is not many guys all time in our league that's most dangerous without the ball.
Basketball coaches spend years teaching defenders one basic principle: see the ball and see your man. Against Steph Curry, that rule doesn't work, because if he looked away for 1 second, Curry was already sprinting through another screen. And that endless sprinting leads to another thing LeBron saw that makes Curry dangerous.
I'm telling them, listen guys, I've been in more than enough wars with those guys. More than enough. I understand it, so I get it. I come from a different point of view, POV. But when Steph decides to cut inside the lane, don't relax. He's coming back up. That's reps and reps and reps and reps of actually guarding something that's uncomfortable. Guarding Steph is uncomfortable. And the problem with our guys in our league, they're not comfortable with being uncomfortable.
LeBron explained that many players relax the moment a superstar gives the ball up because they assume the play is over.
Okay, Steph, I'm getting off the ball, and and it's going to find me because the energy that I'm going to drag out for our team and for the fear of the opponent. I think that it makes him the greatest. Yeah. It makes him the greatest shooter of all time and one of the greatest threats in NBA history.
Steve Nash later put numbers to what LeBron said.
Over a certain period of time in your career, your team's rim attempts when you're on the floor are 45% of your shots. That's not from you diming someone in the rim. That's from your movement, chaos. When you're off the floor, it's still pretty high, but it's down to 27%. That's pretty, so your influence is 18 percentage points on rim attempts, and that's not from you. That's just people's respect for your gravity.
That's what gravity really is. And LeBron, having battled with him so many times, knew it better than anyone. And speaking of battles, during the 2016 MVP debate, the tension between LeBron and Curry increased. One particular incident happened over the meaning of the word valuable. After LeBron said, "I think sometimes the word valuable or best player of the year, you can have different results." The headlines made it sound like LeBron didn't believe Steph deserved the award. And when Curry heard about it, his reply was,
The MVP, good, bad, odd. Do you mind those words?
I've gotten really good at ignoring people.
Later, LeBron clarified his comments, but the tension was already there. But underneath one of the NBA's greatest rivalries, the respect never disappeared. And soon, it would be time for the Avengers to reunite. After spending over a decade trying to stop Steph, in 2024, LeBron finally got to play with him. Before Team USA began assembling its roster for the Paris Olympics, LeBron already knew who he wanted beside him.
First person I text.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
He's the first person I text when I was trying to assemble the team, whatever. It's first person I text. I said, bro, he said, good willing, injuries, I'm good injury-wise. That's the plan. I said, say no more. Say no more.
Steph agreed, and what basketball fans had spent years imagining finally became reality. Arguably the greatest player ever playing with the greatest shooter who had the most gravity of all time. Together they conquered the world, but according to LeBron, the experience still exceeded his expectations.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's one of the best experiences. Like, it was everything. People like ask me all the time, like, you know, finally got an opportunity to play with Steph. Like, what was it? I was like, everything and more. Like, it was perfect.
This was the same player who had denied LeBron championships. But this time, LeBron got to experience what Curry's teammates had been experiencing for years. The gravity, the organized chaos wasn't destroying his defense this time. This time, it was creating easy baskets for his own team. This experience gave LeBron another perspective to what he had been saying about Curry all these years.
As a competitor and as a dear friend now, having guys not truly understand what that means when you're competing against a guy like that, it grinds you in the head. Because it's a natural reaction. It's a natural reaction. The most dangerous guy gives the ball up. The first thing you do is, I did a great job.
Right.
He is most dangerous when he gives the ball up. And like you just said, that stat right there is really a byproduct of that. 45% of rim attempts when he's on the floor. That means when he's giving the ball up and he's moving and everybody is doing like this to Steph, slip happens.
When LeBron first watched Steph Curry during Davidson's magical tournament run, he saw a fearless kid who understood the game far beyond his years. Then he watched injuries nearly take everything away. But once the injuries stopped, Steph Curry showed he was built different. But after 4 straight finals of trying to stop him and an Olympic experience he described as perfect, LeBron experienced that difference in all its shades. They dislike each other at some point, but LeBron always congratulated Curry on every achievement. Today, the LeBron and Curry rivalry is up there among the greatest in basketball history. Do you think it's in the top 3, or where do you rank it? Let us know. And if you enjoyed this one, you'll definitely want to watch Even These NBA Superstars Know Jalen Brunson is Built Different next.